What's going on, folks? Look, it's NBA draft night. It's the first round. The Washington Wizards had these. They started the night with the second overall pick, which we all knew going into this. We got Cardo Deli Jr. here, who's clearly at Capital One Arena. I'm at home. You know the red background, obviously. That said, look, they had the second overall pick. They made a trade to get the 14th overall pick. They traded to get the 14th overall pick. At least looking on Twitter, I know Twitter is just a small portion of real life, a very small portion. Some of y'all weren't big fans about who moved in that trade, so we'll start there, right? The night started with the Wizards trading Denny Avdia to Portland for the 14th overall pick in tonight's draft. They also get a 2029 first rounder and 2 future second round picks. So I'm sure by the end of the night, we'll know exactly, all the particulars or what have you. But pretty much, we got 4 picks for someone you already re-signed for Portland. We get why it makes sense for what they're going through. That said, Carter, I want to get your thoughts on it because you were driving to, draft night while this was, when this news dropped.
I mean, he's a young player on the rise. He can do a lot of things. Versatile defender. Got better as a scorer, playmaker, play a little point forward and whatnot. But I think they're looking to build towards the future. You know what I'm saying? And we all saw what we gonna talk. And also, the draft class that's coming next year is loaded. So, it's a rebuild. You just gotta be real. Like I like the progression that Denny had, but what was the Wizards record? All right, so when you that bad, everyone's pretty much expendable unless you're a Hall of Fame talent or whatnot. So, you can be in the uproar about that, but with the talent and the picks that they've gotten and also the position that they're in moving forward, how can you be mad at it?
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where this is why when they went out and got this new regime, this is why. So you can, obviously you had to get through what you had to get through last year, but it's about maintaining flexibility so you can pivot and take advantage of things. Tonight was a great example. That part of tonight was a great example of it. Like you said, that leads us to this part, though. This is what they did with this second overall pick. They selected Alex Sarr. You talked about him 2 weeks ago on the Focus TV. Obviously, been talking about him longer than that. That said, your thoughts tonight now that it is officially official. He is a Washington Wizard.
Well, I kind of wanted them to go that direction, and we talked about it on the Focus, and mostly because of his defense. His defensive versatility. He can do a lot, and he'll save a lot of possessions. With the Wizards, man, as far as dealing with bigs and being able to get out on the perimeter and make it tough on guards, man. You're not really losing anything. They have to switch a lot. Also, he's athletic, good finisher. He can pass. That's an underrated part of his game. And, he's a capable shooter. That's only going to get better with time. So, I definitely like to pick up.
Yeah, I know Darren Wizards outlived towards the end of the year. People kept asking us what we thought. And I think for the most part, we all were in agreement. You, myself, and Ray, just talking about they needed something at the 5. There was an issue.
Are trading to the Washington Wizards the draft rights to Bud Carrington.
They just announced the fifth.
Okay, it's official. The trade's officially official. No, you're good. I stopped to listen too. I was like, another one? But nah. They need what he brings already. They need. We talked about the Focus this week, where I think, again, you had said, if Sarr's gone, and I was in agreement with you too, if Sarr's gone, you go Clingan. The issue being, you needed someone at the back end of that defense. Washington didn't have an issue scoring. Stopping people, yes, was a huge issue. Going forward, and also getting easy baskets.
Yeah, easy baskets, man. They got a lot of shooters, a lot of guys who like to shoot. Well, you got somebody that can clean that up if you miss. You know what I mean? Or you could dump it down low and he can finish. Gav was a good finisher, and he's on the sides. He's 6'9". He's athletic. And we had a saying he was fighting for his life a lot last year, and they didn't have the playmakers to really expand on his game. You saw how he looked when he went to Dallas. It was a totally different thing. So, and it's a glaring hole in the middle, and they needed to fill that void, and they did. So, just got to give him time to grow. You know how this area is. He's gonna be trash. You know how it is.
I guess, but you know what? Like you said with Gaff, 6'9", 7'1", 7'1". It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Also, look, I got this down there later. I'm sure we'll talk about it tonight and tomorrow. It's not like you got one of the things coming out of France that you didn't do wrong. Okay, there's a lot of good things coming out of that place right now, and it checks so many boxes. But what was also intriguing, you did a probe on this guy at the beginning of the college season. All right, I'm gonna wind that back because I love to remember, and people love going back and talking about things. I got time. I'm not that old that my memory doesn't work anymore. Bub Carrington was a probe subject early in the season. Hey, man, the floor is all yours here.
Yeah, man. You know, I love the kid coming out of high school. You know, I felt like he was one of the top guards in the area. You know what I'm saying? And so vastly underrated because of everything he brings. You know my type of player, man. I like multi-dimensional players. I don't like one-dimensional guys, man. Because I feel like if you stop that one area of their game, what do they bring? They're going to have to sit. You know what I'm saying? But he can kill you in a multitude of ways. And I think he only got better when he went to Pitt on the cable. One thing with him is, you know, he can play both guard spots. He started out at point guard at Pitt, did his thing. Got the triple-double. I think he's the youngest in program history to get a triple-double there. And then when Jalen Lowe emerged, he moved to kind of a combo guard type of role and didn't lose a beat. He just kept making an impact, man. He just kept doing his thing. And, you know, he's a competitor. You know, I know mutual people that know his family that came up with him. Always heard great things about him. You know, obviously watching him in high school and on the AAU circuit over the last few years, you know, just watching his growth, man. I'm a fan. And one thing I love is his mentality. You know, it's tough playing here if you're from here. You know what I mean? And you've seen a lot of area guys shy from coming here because they didn't want to deal with that. But I believe he's tough enough to deal with that barrage that's going to come. And he's going to have a lot of support or whatnot. But yeah, they got their floor. I think he can fit right in. You know, defend, be a triple-double threat, be able to score, master other pick and roll, knock down open shots. He'll fit right in, man. Look, him, and I think people are underestimating Bilal Coulibaly coming back next year, even better, more season and stuff. And that's a big reason why I think Sarr, his representation was angling, like, yo, we're not trying to go to Atlanta, we ready to go there. I think that was a big part of it, man. So now with him and Carrington, oh man, I love that young nucleus, man. And the thing that they both bring is versatility and impact on both ends of the floor, which is what the Wizards didn't have last year. So, yeah, I'm ready to see them hit the ground running, man. You know, they're doing their thing upstairs for sure.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Anytime you're starting over, what you want to look for is those building blocks, right? We talked. You mentioned Bilal last year. I think you got three pillars here, right? And again, this is me personally. You got three pillars for where you want to go. And I think the cool thing you mentioned is the thing that they all share is that mentality. They have a shared mentality, which is reflected on both ends of the floor. You talk about Carrington, yeah, 6'3", some change and whatnot.
I guess my man just froze, man. But yeah, hell of a drag from the Wizards. You know, with both picks. Again, I love what they bring, the versatility, the impact on both ends, and the potential for them to grow. I just think they both, Sarr and Carrington, with what they have, you know, already compared to where they can be, it's just a match made in heaven. You know, especially with, you know, the youngster Coulibaly, Kuz, and all those guys there, man. So it should be fun watching them grow over the next few years, man. And, you know, starting this summer when they hit summer league, and, you know, try to build, you know, just build good habits moving into the season, man. So, you know, hell of a drive. If you want to see how everything unfolds and how everything moves forward, we'll be back later with the first round. A first round recap of the entire first round, not just what the Wizards do. And they got, I believe, yeah, they have another pick, 26, coming up as well, man. So make sure y'all tune in. Hopefully not too late, but you know how it is with the first round, man. So we'll see y'all soon.